All opinions expressed on this presentation are of the individuals themselves. This is for adults only and may contain discussions likely to offend. Bald Statements, starring Rob Lewis, Gary Redfern, and Will Atkins. Episode 8, No Hidden Gender.
Welcome to Bald Statements. I'm Will.
I'm Gary.
One job.
He's got a mouthful of biscuit. I'm Rob.
And today we're going to be discussing transgenderism. And as the Dem leader...
Did you get his name?
Oh, no. Lib Dem, he's irrelevant anyways, and he's never going to amount to anything.
I'll put it on the
has come out
screen.
and said, a woman can have a penis. Bert will probably agree because it's slightly to the left. Gary will look disgusted and just be eating the biscuits. And I say no, a woman can't have a penis. And the fact that we're in the 21st century having to state that shows just how much of a shambles this whole subject has become.
Sir Ed Davey.
Sir Ed Davey, what a knob. A knob that cannot be on a woman.
Was that a joke? Do you mean that as a joke? What a knob.
No, 100% it was a knob. He said that a woman could have a penis. There you go, you can't disagree. Now,
No, I'm not disagreeing with what you said.
Yeah.
What a knob.
Yeah?
We're talking about penises and you
Yeah.
said what a knob.
No, that bit wasn't the joke. The bit about he was a knob, but a knob that could not be on a woman.
No,
that was
it's
it.
obviously too technical.
Well, it's not technical, is it? Why are you looking so in depth about it?
Because I'm just saying, was that a play on words? What a knob? And we're talking
If you
about...
take it as a play on words, then it works.
That's what I'm trying to get out of you, fit cunt.
What, a cunt on a man?
I think the moment's gone with the joke, really.
Yeah, to be honest, you sort of killed it.
Yeah, another one he fucked up.
All right. Right. So, all right, let's go with this in.
Let's start from the beginning. What is transgenderism?
Transgenderism.
A conspiracy theory.
Oh,
Go on then. Oh, biscuit.
Transgenderism,
Brilliant.
Who believe that they are not the gender that they were automatically assigned in the womb.
Okay. Go.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, I think...
What do you know the difference between sex and gender?
Sex is male or female. Gender is what you can identify as now, to be honest. Whether you're a man, a woman, or a fucking frying pan. Whatever the fuck you want to be.
So you get that a lot, and I'm going to address that later on. I used to feel exactly the same way you do, or I assume that you do, about this. What I don't understand is why people get so angry about it, about transgender people.
I'll tell you exactly why they're angry. They're not angry about it. Transgender people have existed for ages. Don't have an
Thousands
issue.
of years, actually.
Thousands of years. The issue I have with now is having to pretend that I can agree in this make-believe world and say that someone is a woman when they're not a woman, they're a man, no matter what they want to dress up as or how many operations they want to have, things like that. Why I have to change my reality, which is a scientific, factual reality, just so I don't want to hurt someone's feelings. When I see all these groups go, transgender rights and all this, I agree that people should have rights and they can be free to be whoever they want to be. But don't dare fixate that on me to adjust my reality of the real world so I can be done for being transphobic or anything like that, because yes, you were born with a penis and now because you put on a dress and wear a wig I have to call you ma'am. It's not going to happen.
Right. So, I mean, you've already brought up the point that we've had transgender people for thousands of years, back to the ancient Greeks and ancient Romans and those sort of times, because gender is a social construct. Mm-hmm. Have you, I don't want to name anyone's names on this, ever met a bloke and thought, he's a bit girly?
Mm-hmm. There was a pub I went to the other day, not naming names, and the bar person looks like a girl with a sort of, we'd called them tomboys back in the day, had boobs, but was about 21, 22, and the name was Noah. And it's that awkwardness feeling. I'm just there ordering a drink, and we're about saying, cheers, darling, or cheers, mate. Noah, it says a boy's name. Your face looks like a boy, but you got the body of a girl. What the fuck? Like, just It's for identification.
So you
if
didn't
anything,
have to
probably.
say, you could have just said thanks. You didn't have to put the...
You
Yeah,
can
but
say
I
mate
don't-
to a woman, though, surely.
No, you can't feel weird.
But you can, though.
Yeah,
It might
cheers,
feel
mate.
weird, but...
Cheers, mate. Nah,
So
darling is
the point I'm
correct
making
way
is
of addressing a woman.
you've met guys before and you thought, oh, they're a bit girly, or you might have seen a woman thought, fuck me, she looks like a bloke.
Mm-hmm.
Because gender is a social construct, you've got different aspects of gender. It's purely made up. There's nothing scientific about it. It is purely something that society has attributed to groups of people, which is why you got your alpha males and then your alpha females the other end.
I did a bit of research. This actual
Fuck
factual
me, I bet,
research.
right.
You're not even going to leave. I spoke. Believe it or not, I have a friend who is gay, and yeah, no. I'm
not racist. Some of my best friends are black, right?
I don't know why that was relevant, right? Episode 5, Gary Redfern.
Right.
Yeah, no. And I said to him, if your fella one day came back and said, "I'm going to cut off my dick and wear a dress," would you still be with him in your gay manner? Not gay manner.
Well, he would, because he can still do
That's
him
not
like
how-
that.
No, that's not his house either. the
Okay,
gay man.
finish your...
It is there.
Fairy story.
And he said, no, not at all, because then he'd be something completely different. I said, he'd be the same person, but just because he wouldn't have a penis. And he goes, yeah, no, I'm like, my friend likes men. Obviously, he'd been together a long time with his fella. But
Okay, it's such a specific example, and I don't know what that brings to the conversation at all.
just letting you know that I've got a gay friend.
Right, okay, it's
I'm showing
healthy
how
to know that.
welcome I am to all walks of life. And it's not sort of a right-wing bias to, I don't like anyone that doesn't share my views. I'm more than welcome to people that have the views. But don't impose your views on me and then into society, where it was the
But
start.
you're kind of asking them to have your views imposed on them, though, by not letting them...
How am I not letting them do anything? I'm letting them be completely who they are, do what they want to do. I have no issues with that. But don't go. Who was the Starbucks manager the other day, or any other good coffee shop, who got sacked because she called the worker mum.
Right.
Mum.
No, sir. Sorry, sir. Bloke with a beard.
Vinny.
Bloke with a beard, but with long hair and loads of makeup. Called him, yes, sir. That was it. It was in the news the other day.
Right.
And she got fired because she called this bloke with a beard, sir.
I don't like being called sir. I wouldn't get someone
No,
fired.
no, exactly that. But there are things I don't like, but you get on with them in the world. But no, these younger generation snowflakes, which again,
There are things you don't like, but you get on with them in the world.
Yeah, it's things you don't like, but you don't. Things if something upsets you or offends you, I know whatever Bert says, you're just gonna. But in general, you get on. It would take a sincere a lot for me to get offended enough to go, no, I want that stopped, I want that cancelled.
So there's a thing at school that people identify as cats, right?
Oh, I've heard this.
And they put cat litter trays in.
I was really hoping it was going to be Will that was going to bring that one up and not you, Gal.
No, well,
Well, no,
Good
why?
man.
Because that's absolute bullshit.
Well, that apparent. So,
It's
It's
so
not
my
because it's your school.
absolute-
It's not. It's not
It's
because
at my school.
It's actually Gary's school that it's happening at.
my kid's school.
Yes, at Gary's school.
Not the one in America, then. Where it was
No,
this is the
completely
one at Gary's
fabricated.
school.
Apparently, this is
Bert was
so.
gonna
My
go
kids.
against
So my kids have said.
Yep.
So if a person comes round your house and says, "I need the loo," where's the little tray? You say, "Get the fuck out my house, you dickhead."
Mm-hmm.
Use the toilet like everyone else.
Yep.
What's the thinking behind this?
They're cunts.
No. What is this all in aid of?
Gender is a social construct. You might as well be whatever you want to be. It doesn't
Yeah.
just have to revert
Yeah, but
to
it's
gender,
not quite
does
the
it?
same because this whole thing. Oh, I identify as a fucking teapot. That I hear that a lot, and
Here's my handle
I-
and here's my stuff.
And I'm full of hot air.
I hear, or I identify as a fucking kitchen towel or whatever. You hear these things, but it's absolute bullshit because they don't identify as that. It's just it's a one line quip.
They
to try
claim there are 100 different types of gender.
I thought it was less than 49. I heard.
There's no more than two, to be honest.
No. There are.
There aren't.
You're thinking of sex.
I'm not. What gender? When it says in a questionnaire, what gender are you? M or F?
Yeah, well, that shouldn't be right. That should be reviewed.
Why?
Because gender, there are more than one. You can have, like I said, your alpha males and your alpha females, and you've got different grades. I don't agree with the alpha.
No, but you said you've got alpha males.
So you've got
alpha
your
females.
you've got your Andrew Tates, okay. Then you've got people like your Ronnie Corbett's.
Male.
Okay.
Male. Oh, that silence is fucking priceless. Isn't
I
it? Like that.
don't know where to
That's
go
really-
with this.
What?
It's really-
Why? What side do you take then?
He's a
Have
bloke.
you heard of him?
Yeah, he's an
Look at the whole
influencer,
show
isn't
on
he?
him.
Yeah.
Well, he's a cunt.
Okay. Well, they mainly are.
He's bald.
And Ronnie Corbett.
It was just the first one that came to. Why Ronnie Corbett came to my head, I don't know.
Just different blokes at the end of the sort of male spectrum.
Yeah,
if you
Danny
will.
LaRue, if you like.
Male.
Paul O'Grady.
Male.
Yes, but they're not identifying as anything else. The fact that you get different aspects of gender, you get your manly manly men,
Yeah.
and you get your girly men.
Yeah.
No, I believe that gender or that third one is human. Everyone is an individual. So just because you are male, yes, you are male, your gender is male. You can be as individual as you want, whether you want to go out wearing skirts, beards, have 5 tits, whatever. You can be. You're still a male or a female, but human beings, we're all individuals. So we're not like you look at a colony of ants and you go, right, it's male and female and they're all the same, or they're all doing their same things. We're individuals, so we've got our own individual, but that makes us human.
But
That doesn't make us alpha male or alpha female.
Yeah, that was just a way of describing. I don't agree with the whole alpha labelling system anyway.
But you said a manly man or a girly man.
Then you get manly women, girly women.
But
Yeah, but they're still women.
manly man, girly man.
Ah, but I didn't say manly male.
What's next you're gonna have? You're gonna have ugly woman and pretty woman. You're gonna
What's
have
your
ugly bird-
What's your definition of a woman?
a lady born with a vagina?
You can't use the word lady because you've got to define
Oh,
what
someone
woman
who
is.
hasn't got a
born
cock.
with a vagina and a reproductive system, but primarily a vagina.
So if they haven't got a reproductive system,
No, that's why I said vagina is the be all and end all, because some people can obviously be born.
what
with
if they're
a-
born with both sets of genitals? Which can happen.
Hermaphrodite?
They can go fuck
Hermaphrodite, I
themselves.
agree.
Yeah, that word, there you go.
Hermaphrodite.
Hermaphrodite, yeah, hermaphrodite, not Mophrodite or anything
Why do you
like
make it
that.
sound like a place in Tunisia?
We're having a conversation while you're having a shit.
Yeah,
about-
yeah. But no, hermaphrodite, yeah, so you will get, the same as you'll get Siamese twins that come out.
So it's not just someone born with a vagina and a reproductive system, because you could be in what you would describe or what you might consider to be a woman, might have breasts, but born through some deformity, no vagina, no reproductive system.
But
would that then make them a man?
No, but that would make them a 1 in a what? I don't know what the stats are. Let's just say, until proven otherwise, 1 in 100,000 people. I'd say that's a fair sort of guess. Would be born a hermaphrodite. Open up to saying that's wrong or whatever. But out that, you're not going to change the gender construct and the construct of fabric of life, male and female, because 1 in 100,000 people isn't quite sure what they will. Whatever it happens in life, there'll be deformities. What do happen then if you've got a Siamese twin or a person born with 2 heads? What are they? What is person A? What if they've only got
I don't
one
think
vagina
anyone's
between
been
them
born
and
with
stuff?
2 heads.
No. There was the Siamese people lived together.
Conjoined twins.
Conjoined twins, but they had 2 heads. The girls, the 2 heads, 2-headed girl, or girls. They were twins. They
Right.
shared one body,
So it wasn't one person then, it was 2 people.
but shared one vagina. What happens if one of them
Shared.
wants to? What happens? Yeah, well, what happens if one of them wants to have a?
See, with that, Mum, for fuck's sake, stop watching. with that,
Hello, Mrs. Lewis.
if one of them has a boyfriend and the other one doesn't,
Yeah,
and they want to have sex,
yeah.
do both parties have to consent?
Agreed in what you're saying.
That's
but-
a weird...
No. But my point is, the matter is, it is a 1 in at least 100,000.
Yeah.
I would
It should
imagine
not
that
be-
only one of the brains feels any sensation
For
there.
a society to function correctly, you need to go with the majority. And all we've had in the last 20, 30
don't-
years, all you've
It's
had
democracy.
is-
I don't know that that's
No,
necessary.
not democracy. No. Democracy is terrible, but it's better than all the other alternatives. Having a society to function, you need to go with the majority. In a world of 6 to 7 billion people, you are never going to please everyone. And one of us was taught that as a youngster. You will never please everyone. We have governments and that now.
If you try and please everyone, you'll please no one.
So focusing on the minorities that the majority have actually got pushed aside, and all the minorities.
I don't believe that.
No, I know, of course you don't.
You get
Of
all
course you
these well-off white men complaining that their rights are being violated all the time,
Why is it
like
well
us,
off white men?
because they're the loudest.
Yeah, they're vocal, but other
Yeah.
groups are vocal. Black Lives Matter, they're vocal. Chinese, they're vocal. Women's rights, they're vocal. God, they're all vocal. You
The
can't
Chinese.
just say no. They are vocal. No, my point of the matter is everyone is vocal.
White men are the most vocal, particularly in the States,
No, they're
about
not.
having their rights
No, they're not
taken away from
at
them.
all. That's
When all
a
they're being asked to
load
do
of
is
nah,
respect other people's
That is a
rights.
load of crap. That's not. It is white people who are easily targets for the left. If you're a white male, oh my God, you should feel bad about even being born. It's not.
It's not
Every
what the left's
group
saying.
has a voice, and the minorities have had a stronger voice for the last 20 years. In some cases, it has had benefits, and I do agree where minorities have needed to have a louder voice, but not now where you're almost suppressing the majority of society, so the minority rules come up. You cannot cater for everyone. So trying to cater
But you
for...
can.
You
can,
can't cater for everyone. You can't cater for everyone in a world of 7 billion people. There are always going to be people...
Billion.
On about 6 to 7 billion people in the world.
Billion.
I think it's close
No, I
to
said
8
billion.
now.
Like,
Irrespective.
Yeah,
but
okay, yeah. I mean, really, who's counting?
I found out the other day that irregardless is actually a real word.
Irregardless is, yeah. Irregardless. Of what
And I
people
thought
think.
it was... I don't think it's always been a real word. It's just kind of been bastardised into the English language.
I've been campaigning for that to be a proper word. That's my word.
What,
Thanks,
campaigning?
Gal.
Irregardless.
Carry on.
Irregardless.
Just-
That's how you say. Is it irregardless?
Irregardless.
Can you
your
get your
word.
fucking
It shouldn't
foot
be a
off?
real word because you already got regardless. You don't need the "ir" at the start of it. But because so many people use it, like should of and would of, that it's been adopted into fucking common use.
And I bet this was all horrible white males that were coming up with this.
Usually,
wasn't it? Yeah,
yeah.
see, there you go.
No, I don't know what that.
Yeah.
Would you
comment
respect
was.
me if I came in and said I identify as a black lesbian?
I think you were an absolute nutcase, but you
I
personally...
wouldn't respect
would
it
still
because
be a mate.
I'd have no reason to think that you were genuine
Why?
because you're
That's
not
very
black.
hurtful. You could be, and I think of his mental health now. You could be upsetting him. He might be considering this. And
I
you're
could,
then
I
beating
could,
him
I
down.
could be, I could.
Well, that's what the left wants. Go on, they're going to
That's
beat you.
not what the left
You be
wants.
what you be.
That's
What you
not
want
what
to
the
be.
left wants.
You be your black lesbian. Go on. Yeah, I'll support you fully. That's what a real mate would do, and I'm not going to force you otherwise.
Okay.
There you go. See, nah,
Right.
he'll go home and he'll probably be like, yes, could be black lesbian called Trish. Lovely. I'll be on them.
Trish.
Trish. Yeah. Well, that's the first. I thought of Trisha TV program.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Oh no. She,
Oprah.
Yeah.
Oprah.
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 That's in Shrek, isn't it? Oprah.
That's a cereal, isn't it?
Yeah, quite. But yeah, no.
Oprah.
So, like I say, gender, you're male or female. Yes, you can get different characteristics of male and female, but that's what makes us all individual. And that as human beings, we are all individual. So as a collective, are you male or female? Yes. Does not just mean, for example, if you're a girl, does not just mean you have to like pink.
Okay.
You have to like dolls. There can be girls who are mechanics, girls who are lots of different things. But in general, you're male or female.
How do you know what someone is?
Because the chromosomes, the XY chromosomes. When someone
What you fucking
No, I don't
analyse
go.
every single person's chromosomes when you meet them?
No. You normally...
If you're doing a job,
Yeah.
a removal, right?
Yeah.
And someone says I'm a woman, it says, oh, you know, I'm.
Put the kettle on then, love.
That's the sort of yeah. do you question that?
Normally you go in, first of all, obviously you judge with your eyes what they look like, and then also then what they sound like, because there's nothing more off-putting than, like, for example, seeing a lady there and she speaks with a deeper voice than Gary. But you will go with that. But there are times where you will be unsure, in which case you have the moments where you go, cheers, darling, or cheers, mate, or you get a bit flustered with it. But that's rare and tends to be. I mean, I don't want to be really stereotypical, and trust me, I'm fully aware I'm no oil painting. But I have heard it mooted from some people that a lot of the time these people, if they're men, they're too sort of ugly to get a woman. So it's a lot easier for them to be gay. And in women...
You don't choose to be
a
gay
lot-
because you
I
can't
haven't
get a
said
woman.
this. I'm not saying this. I'm saying what I've heard mooted. And I've heard on the flip side of that, some lesbians go, yeah, I'm a lesbian and all this. And they're there with their skinheads and looking like that. And you think, that's because you probably wouldn't get touched with a stolen penis. And trust me, I'm saying this as a man who knows he's not an old
But identifying as whatever gender isn't anything to do with who you can pull and who you can't pull.
No, I just think it's convenient that a lot of them, you very rarely ever
So-
see. When was the last time you saw a
I got-
lesbian and were like, oh, yeah, I would.
I got distracted.
Not the internet gal. Oh, go on.
I got distracted because I was looking something up.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, not a customer, but you're seeing someone down the road. How do you know what gender they are?
It doesn't matter if you don't know them or you don't want to interact with them. They can do what they like.
So if there's someone there that says, I'm a woman, do you question that?
Do my way. I'd say, yeah, get out of the fucking way.
Normally you can tell
you don't
either
know.
definitively
You don't know what
or
they
if
are.
you are unsure.
You take it at face value. If someone says my name is Brian, do you say no? It's not.
Not
It's
just
Kevin.
face value, a lot more obviously when you speak to them as well. Speak, I think, is as equal as appearance. Speech and appearance are the same.
Don't read the name.
That's a man. 100% you can see from the face, from the bone structure. You can see that is a man.
See, I know.
What do you think, Gal?
I think that's a man.
See,
Don't read the name out.
I
But
can't
not.
read. Yeah, it's,
You can see the bone structure.
Could be women, but you can get as a what am I? I'm not
What,
I'm
you
not
want
gay.
to-
I'm
what,
heterosexual.
right, so you're
yeah?
saying that's a man.
You can
I
get
think
cute
it's a man,
men.
yeah.
You can get cute women.
The
You can
bone
get
structure for that would make me question. I wouldn't be going, if I was single, I wouldn't be going, hey, do you want a drink? I'd be going, your face looks a bit too masculine for me.
Gal, you making a? Or you say you don't know?
Well, I'm assuming it's a man because you've pulled it up and it looks like an attractive woman. So there
It doesn't look like attractive. Look at the bone structure of the nose and the
Right, let me
eyebrows.
find another one.
You'd be all over that.
I wouldn't be.
You would. Couple of fucking wine gums inside you. You'd be
We've had
fucking-
many nights out, Gal.
Yeah, I know. Good job I'm
Whatever I
married.
get in. Whatever I get in the neck, I'll make sure I
what about-
reciprocate. I like this. Who's who? She looks more feminine. I'd have to listen to her voice. She looks more feminine. If I saw her, I'd say woman.
Woman,
But
yeah.
the way she speaks, if she comes out with, "You're all right, John, how's it going?"
I can tell you, this one used to be a man,
Yeah.
and the other one is a woman, and has always been a woman.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, she
and you
hasn't.
got it wrong.
But what's your
Oh,
point
you
with
got
that?
them both
What's the point?
Yeah.
in that? Because, all right, they look like they look,
But
right?
you don't, but exactly, you have to take it on face value.
Yeah, but again, if we'd heard their voices as well, just seeing the picture. But while I agree with you that it can be, I could dress up as a woman and probably pass off as quite a fit one.
You fucking couldn't.
Seriously, I've always been attractive to the gay fellas for some reason.
Any gays? Write in.
I've actually got witnesses to that.
Send us. Actually, that's a good thing we could do. Actually, any fans out there, gay fans that like Will, send in your Will fantasies,
Yeah.
and Gary can read them out in future episodes.
No long words.
What would the gays like to do to Will? That'll be a little section of the show.
But why have I got to take any of them people, if you like, on face value? If I don't know them and they walk past,
Exactly.
it's like, do what you got to do.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day-
why is it such a problem?
Because of the whole level of offence getting baited about.
But no one's getting offended. The only people getting offended are the people that are stopped buying Bud Light and shit like that.
Transphobia, phobia being an irrational feeling. If you say anything against.
Stop touching
If you
it.
say anything about trans people, it's instantly claimed as transphobia. You cannot have an argument against it without being called transphobic.
Unisex toilets in fucking high school. Good or bad idea?
Shockingly bad. Women should have privacy.
What do you mean, like a communal?
Yep.
Or I don't know about that in high school.
No, because one, you don't really know what you are at that age. If you want to change, great. And also, blokes or boys, if you like, would. Oh yeah, I want to be a woman, so I'm going to go and have a piss next to Jemima or whatever the fuck her name is, and then I don't bully her.
But the girl's
or-
not going to be at the urinal.
No, the cubicles.
You look. If you look, the most incompetent,
Like, again, I don't know about the school
the
thing.
most incompetent woman in political
Diane
history.
Abbott again.
No, has been Nicola Sturgeon. Not only because her husband has obviously been too busy committing fraud and tax evasion and everything else. Nicola Sturgeon was the epitome of everything which is wrong with the 21st century. A woman fighting for this cause of having male rapists allowed to go in women prisons just because they say they want to identify as a woman. Not only was she clueless and stupid, I mean, seriously, if she wasn't in politics, she would be begging on the street because she has the IQ of a fish. She is ridiculously
Well, name's
stupid.
Sturgeon.
Yeah, there you go. But she is. It is disgraceful. You're asking a politician a question. A male rapist, we're going to send him to the ladies' prison because he's identified as a woman. No, this needs to stop now.
Yeah,
This is serious people now. This is serious. This is where we're trying to get a minority up ahead where that can happen. Women, you look now in transgender, in racing and competitions in this, transgender people born male have a physical advantage in competitive sports and majority of the time have a physical advantage over people born of women. And women are now getting even ousted for their own sports, and you can see this because women's rights groups are as up in arms. So the majority are being swatted aside for the minority to come up and disparage everything.
I get that, but
oh, good. I'm glad.
Do you know what goes into gender reassignment? It's not you just
hormones.
go. It's not just that you go down the clinic and get it done and you're out later that day.
You go through the
It's a
hormones.
long, arduous process. You have to have psychological counselling to make sure that's what you genuinely want. It's the hormonal treatment before. Then, if you opt for surgery, it's that as well. It's a long, arduous task, and I don't believe anyone's going to go through that just to win a medal. The way to
I didn't say to win a medal. The fact they're involved in it.
Well, maybe the way to do that is by grading it on testosterone levels.
Caster Semenya, who was the runner, the female African runner, who got found to basically have a penis and then got suspended about 10 years ago. Huh?
Buy it.
Hanging up by it. That was a good one, Gal. You come out with some good ones today.
But yeah, it does. It detracts from women's competing against other women. And no matter what you say, if you're born a male, I don't care if you go through 5 years or whatever and all the psychological shit, you're still a male. And like you say, you can be all right at the weaker end of being a male.
You can't change your chromosomes, I get that.
Yeah, but at the end of the day,
but
women
need
to have their spaces and their privacy.
But they're not saying they're not male.
People who have born with a penis are not women. And also, pregnant people. Is there ever more of an irritating fact? Pregnant people. You get pregnant, you're a woman. Don't give a fuck if you've got a fake beard and you've got rid of your tits. Fucking hell, you can have...
But again,
you know,
this is the misconception about what gender is. Gender isn't a biological term, it's a social construct. It's just a term that we have come up with. You don't know what gender someone is without seeing their genitals.
No, that's sex. I don't know what sex they are without seeing their genitals in. As you just proven by the pictures. That would work for sex as well as gender.
But if someone says, my name is fucking Tony...
I know a girl called Tony.
Right, I didn't deliberately pick an ambiguous name. That was just the first one that came to my head.
I just had to...
If someone says, "Oh, hello, Will, my name's Tony," you say, "No, it's not. Your name's Dave." Where were you? I don't want to dox you. Where were you born?
Colchester.
Right. What football team do you support?
Manchester United.
Why?
First team.
If I said you're not a Man U supporter, you're a Colchester supporter.
I'd say no. I was born in Colchester, but I support Manchester United. It's the first game.
But you were born in Colchester, so you have to support Colchester, not Man U.
I do look out for Colchester as well. I watch out for both teams. It works.
But in your very loose,
thank you,
that you're saying it just for the cameras.
No, I'm not saying for the cameras.
You can't support Man U because you're born in Colchester.
Why is that any relevance about what team you choose?
Because you were born in Colchester.
I'm choosing to support a football team. If I was assigned a football team at birth as part of my
you
biological structure,
assigned Colchester.
No. If I was assigned a biological football team as part of my biological self, then that would be it. But I can't change it.
But the gender isn't a biological assignment.
This is male or female.
Yeah, that's your sex, not your gender. They're not called transsexuals anymore. It's transgender because you can be transgender without having any surgery, any hormone treatment.
Basically.
You could get a dude that just says one day, I want to live like a woman, so they shave and go somewhere else where nobody knows them, brand new town, live like a woman, and no one knows.
They weren't called transgenders.
Yeah, they can live like a woman, but at the end
well,
of the day,
what it is.
At the end of the day, they are still a bloke.
They're not.
They are.
They're a woman.
They are.
They might be a male, but they're not a man.
They're still a bloke.
They've still got a willy.
But they're but again,
I don't care what they identify. It's like you saying about it's not that. It's not hard. It really. It's like basically.
The willy's not hard.
If you're there, we don't have an issue if you want to be whatever you want.
But you do because you're trying to tell people what they are and what they're not.
I'm not trying to tell them.
They're not trying to tell you. It's not like
they are because
you can't support Man U because you weren't born in Manchester.
If I go and misgender a person, I can get done for transphobia. How is that a fucking something that...
Well, maybe you stop using terms like darling and love and mate.
No, because it's for me a term of affection and you can't even open up to that.
I say mate.
You say darling.
I don't say darling.
Oh no, I forgot your missus is going to watch this.
I don't say darling because I'm fucking not
You
80
do say
years
darling.
old. Hello, darling. No.
Why do you need a Cockney accent?
Because that's an old boy, isn't it? An old boy.
What, an old white man?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll bet, yeah.
Fucking right, oh, yeah.
But no, yeah, you say darling, it's a term of endearment. The same if you go up to Yorkshire, say, hey up, pet.
But why?
You know what they say to us? It's a term of endearment. It's nice,
Not
it's
everyone
English
thinks it
language.
is.
Pardon?
Not everyone thinks it is. The bloke in Starbucks didn't think it was a term of
No,
endearment.
exactly. Fuck him. He's in the minority. Oh, sorry. Fuck her. Fuck whatever the fuck it wants to
Fuck it.
identify.
Why?
Fuck, yeah. Someone.
Why are you so against minorities?
I'm not against
It's
minorities.
like saying-
I'm against minorities overcoming the majority.
That's bullying.
Yeah, it's the way of society works. You can't please everyone in society.
No, you
have
can't.
to go with the majority.
But why?
He's starting to frown, so be careful.
Yeah.
It's gonna hit me in a
No,
minute.
it's with the majority.
Shouldn't worry.
You need for a successful society to work. You have to go with the majority. Simple. You cannot. please
I don't
everyone.
know what that means in terms of voting.
To be
Yeah,
fair, majority can be wrong.
But that's
Yeah, I'm
like-
not denying they can't be wrong, but you need to go with the majority.
But what I don't know under what circumstances you mean. Yes, you would go for the majority if it's a vote, referendum, or whatever. But just by saying because there's not many of them, fuck them.
I wouldn't do
Because
something.
that's just.
I wouldn't do
fucking
something
bullying.
to fuck off the majority just to please.
But how is it
a small-
fucking us off?
Because, like I say, suddenly now new laws are being implemented in this where you say the wrong things.
But there needs to
darling
be
or that,
conversations
to be
about this stuff.
Yeah, yeah. And
Absolutely.
You can end up getting thrown in court for saying darling or mate inappropriately or to the wrong
I
person.
think-
Or if a bloke, someone comes up and goes, "Yeah, mate, my name's Steve. I identify as a woman." Oh, mate, no worries. Don't you call me mate. I'm a woman. You're not a woman. You're fucking deluded. Oh, what? You're doing 6 months in prison.
That's
is where
not
it
how it
fucking
goes,
affects.
though.
It
That's
is,
not
it
how
is,
it goes.
It is.
It's
Of course
not.
it is.
It's
Of course
not.
it
I
is.
don't know why
It's
you
not.
can't call a woman mate, though.
Well, it's just weird. You are, mate.
Why is it weird?
Go home to your missus tonight, and when she says,
Oh, your
"You
missus
all right?"
is different.
No, just say, "You all right, mate," and see what she says. Just see the reaction.
She'll go, you alright?
No, she fucking won't.
She will.
What the fuck you calling me, mate?
I think there needs to be conversations about these things, but I think we've proven in the last half hour that us three are not the ones to do it.
No, I think we can.
But
I haven't got a word in fucking edgewise.
I'm.
What's your views on it, Gav?
Fuck 'em.
I'd be,
However you want, however they want to be fucked.
It's. I don't know how else I can get it across, but it's not a biological thing.
I see.
The gender is simply something that we have attributed. And we had transgender people long before we had the term gender.
The issue is, and I
People that
have
didn't
no
subscribe to
issue
a gender.
with transgender people. Knock yourselves out, have fun, live your life, do what you want. The issue I have is where the government and other people in charge, if you will, implement laws and things for a natural way of life for the majority.
Where
to
is
then
this
be
happening?
affected. All over the country.
Because it's actually going the other way, where transgender rules are actually being taken away, rights are being taken away from them.
You say to
Especially in
someone,
the States.
look at that, right? So that's not a gender, it's gender neutral, isn't it? That. Look at that.
Or they, yeah.
Yeah.
They and them.
When we were growing up, that'd be rude to go, look at that.
Yeah.
That isn't the right.
Look at her,
Them.
look at him.
Them.
Look at that.
You wouldn't say that because that's like saying it. You would say they or them. Look at them.
Well, if there's only one of them, look at that.
Well, look at they. Yeah.
So okay,
I wouldn't say look at they.
you,
No,
you,
you
co-
wouldn't
you,
say
co-
look at
you
them,
come
though,
in.
given the choice of they or
Will
them, you'd
comes
say
in-
they rather than them, wouldn't you?
I'd say
Will
that.
comes in this morning. He said, "Cool, so I'm late, boys. I had to go and see the doctor." You say, well, "What did they say?" You don't know what fucking gender the doctor is. You say, "What did they say?"
Yeah, because the doctor can be male or female.
Exactly. But you don't know. We don't know, so you can use they in that sense. You wouldn't say that. What did that say?
Okay, if I said I'm late because I had a row with the missus, say, "Oh, what'd she say?"
Yeah, we know how you identify. Sorry, doxing. We know how she identifies.
Yeah. Well, you don't. You've never asked her. You've never said, "How do you identify?"
The fact that
she
she's
definitely
still
wears
with
the
you, there's no way you'd.
No, exactly that. No, exactly that. You've never gone up to her and said,
No, I
you
haven't.
assumed, and
I
you've never
haven't.
said, "Excuse me, what do you identify as?" By the way, she could every time I go back, "Oh, Bert never fucking know, call me they and all that stuff." Things like that. You can no, and now you're laughing about it. See, now you're laughing. I have to deal with that all the time I go home. You are just gonna next time you see her go, "Oh, I'm gonna have some fun with this." But yeah, you don't, and that's my point. Where now, if I was to come to you and say, "By the way, there's a lawsuit I'm filing against you because every time you've spoken to my missus, you've had the audacity to refer to her as she or her," there you go.
It
See you in
wouldn't.
court.
It wouldn't just be like
No.
that.
You would be
there
like,
would
whoa,
be-
what the fuck's that?
It would be a build up to that. First, you'd have to say, "Sorry, I don't identify that way," and then you'd have had to make me known that that's what I'm doing is wrong, and then I have to keep repeatedly do it. Like the teacher.
Why
who
would
got
she
the
have
sack
to say I don't
recently.
identify? Because I don't. I have to say I identify as a man. I am a man.
If you're going to take someone to court, you can't just take them to court for nothing. You have to have given them the opportunity to change what.
Not always.
You don't just turn up with a fucking court summons.
Sorry, Bert.
In your scenario, you're
in my
saying.
scenario, sorry, Bert.
Get your fucking hand out of my camera.
Sorry, Bert. It looks
do it
like
again.
It looks like you've stolen £1,000. That's the most. Stop
I
it.
identified as a woman at the minute.
But yeah, say it seems you've stolen £1,000 from me, Bert. There's your thing. I haven't gone up to you. Oh, by the way, Bert, it looks like you nicked the grand off me. Can you just pay that back? You don't. There you go. If you've caused an offence, there's your offence letter. If you've caused offence
So I got
to
lost
someone
there.
like that, no, I'm using it as an example where you don't need to give you a chance to correct it. There you go. I can take you to court for it. So you wouldn't need to go up in this hypothetical
But you
situation.
wouldn't necessarily take them to court for it. You could say, you owe me £1,000.
See you in
Can you pay it? Or I'll take you to court. You give them the chance to pay it.
No, not if I found out you'd stolen it.
But you've got to prove that it's been stolen.
Exactly. If I could prove it's been stolen, if I look at my account,
Yeah, you have to prove it's been stolen. I don't have to prove that it hasn't.
Pardon?
You have to prove that it's been stolen. I
Yeah.
don't have to prove that it hasn't.
I know, and it's quite easy to prove. There's £1,000 missing. There's Bert that's taken it out of my account.
Oh, you have to prove that I've stolen it, though.
Yeah, stolen it.
Not that you've gifted it.
I haven't authorised you to take that money. There's £1,000 there. Unless you've got proof that says I have, then you've stolen it.
I think we're getting way off topic, and I'm getting a bit confused
No,
with these random...
It's not random. It completely backs it
I'm
up.
with you, Bert.
The point
Anything
is,
that keeps a hand away.
gender is a social construct. There's nothing... In fact, science has even gone so far as to say that repressing gender identity is damaging for young people.
Oh, so let's teach 6-year-old kids at school.
Not
then
6.
They can have a penis
and they
or a
don't give
vagina.
puberty blockers to kids.
Oh, I mean,
And the only time they ever do is if there's a genuine medical reason to give puberty blockers because kids are having issues with their puberty or something. What are you fucking grinning about like a
just
fucking
Gary,
angry
watching
kid?
Gary absorb this information like, when will it stop? It's looking... It just looks like... I love it. It's brilliant. It's like being at parents' meeting with a teacher and a parent and kid like, what are they talking about? I just want to swim. Oh.
So,
Anyway, I reckon that pretty much covers it.
I don't know what we've achieved there.
Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching the episode.
Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between.
Yeah.
That's what I say about gigs now.
Really? Oh, you did actually the other day, didn't you? Yeah.
Doesn't hurt anyone.
That doesn't.
No one's offended by it.
I get offended.
Do you?
No, I don't. I don't get offended.
Exactly, you don't really
So why
get
don't you say
offended.
hello, everybody?
I could do. I just choose not to.
Why?
There's no reason I couldn't.
Because you can't say
Same reason I
everybody.
go-
Because what if the person is someone there who doesn't have a body?
Oh, like who?
Stumpy
Fucking
person.
headless Jim.
No legs. Someone with no legs and no arms. You
What,
go in there and say everybody.
Mr.
Yeah,
Happy,
you're stumpy.
fucking
You're
just
not going
a
to say that,
fucking
are you?
He's still got a body as such,
I-
isn't he? But not.
No, no, you've got a torso. Torso isn't the body, is it?
Well,
It's part of the body.
As if there's going to be someone in a fucking audience that's just a head. It's ridiculous. But the same reason I don't say hello people. I just choose to say hello ladies and gentlemen, everyone in between. I don't-
What if someone doesn't
it's just-
identify as a person, they identify as an animal, which again, go back to the cat comment at school. You don't call them people.
Who
I identify
identifies
a
as
cat.
an animal?
The cat people at Gary's school.
not my
Cat people.
You're really gonna... What are the people that check the schools again? Oh, you know where they have their annual reviews.
Ofsted.
Ofsted, yeah. You really need to get
bunch of
Ofsted there.
fucking- Yeah, I've got issues with Ofsted.
Why do you have issues with
I'm not
Ofsted?
saying on here. I'll tell you later.
Oh, personal issues with Ofsted.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm not saying on here.
No, that's fair.
Cover-ups and stuff.
Phone in if you think Bert should say it on it.
No, because there's other people involved.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not.
don't.
Yeah.
So I edit it, so it's fine. I could tell you the whole thing now, and then we just do a jump cut, and it would have all happened. Yeah, what was your point about Ofsted?
No, Ofsted, I did another subject. There was the female teacher who killed herself about 6 months ago after a damning Ofsted report at a school. And then there was a bit of a...
They must have been a bad teacher
there
then,
was-
because
yeah.
Ofsted seemed to give fucking outstanding.
There were then a
shit
few
school.
teachers who were going out and protesting, saying we're not going to let Ofsted come and inspect our school because of what happened to this last person with their bad review, which I just found as it was all the uproar seemed to be from female head teachers. And at the end of the day, if you're in a position of power, you're going to accept criticism. You take the criticism and deal with it. You don't say, oh my God, someone couldn't handle it, so we're not going to let that anymore because we don't like it. It's not nice.
I think in context, though, the Ofsted before that was outstanding.
Yeah.
Nothing had changed as far as their teachers and the head teachers.
As far as
and
they
then
were
it was
concerned,
the low. I don't know what the lowest end is called.
Yeah, but
Really bad.
Yeah, well, it was terrible, basically. But again, that though, just because they don't,
I don't see what any of this has got to do with
anything changed.
No, I don't.
transgenderism.
He's just gone off.
Well, no, but I'm just retorting to Gary's comment. But I was going.
So the cat thing, what is that a genuine thing? What is that all about?
Yeah.
Because I know there's a thing in the States where the fucking redneck pro-Trump MAGA fucking crew were saying, oh yeah, I could identify as a cat, and they're going into schools and they're got
MAGA
fucking
fucking
military.
crew, pro-Trump, obviously the elderly white folk again that Bert has.
Pretty
such an
much.
issue with. Yep.
I'm just going
Not
on my kids'
necessarily
sake.
elderly,
Whether my kids are making
gun-loving-
it up, I don't know. But I saw with my own eyes a kid in the school uniform that my kids wear. He had blue hair, a blue face. I said, what the fuck is
blue
that kid all
face?
about? He identifies as a Smurf. He was walking across the
Social
road.
construct, ladies and gentlemen.
catch
It's
us
a
next
social
week.
construct.
And that's true. I see him walk. I said, what the fuck's that all about? Thinking he
There's
was
a
like
blue lady round here.
children. Was it?
Yeah.
Mama Smurf.
For real. For real. I think she's dead now. Well,
Someone be going like that with us.
I first moved in
poisoning.
here. I've been here 4.5 years. Right. When I first moved in, I parked my van out the front. I was moving stuff in. This old girl was walking past. She was fucking blue. I thought that's bizarre. Like a bluey grey. I thought that's weird. And I kept seeing her about. The blue lady. And my mate came here because he brought his drum kit one time. He's like, I just seen a fucking blue lady out there. I said, yeah, she's off and about here. I think she's dead now. I haven't seen her for a couple of years. Actual blue skin.
Oh, she's yeah, she's a singer.
Yeah, she don't.
She
She
Pearl.
sings the blues, doesn't she?
I thought you say da-ba-dee-da-ba-da-ya-da-ba-dee-da. All right, one for the money and no free with that. No, but she's genuinely, she had blue skin. It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
I really wanted to know, but you can't just ask.
But
can
no,
you?
you can't because otherwise, if you do ask her and you don't say she's blue, she might identify as pink, and in that way, then you'll get a lawsuit on your desk going, "How dare you wrongly misgender this person who's actually identifying as a blue man?"
How have you managed to squeeze a straw man into that anecdote? So Gary, there's this kid that identifies.
Yep.
That's since go above your head.
Gary, tell us about the kitten.
The Smurf kid.
Well, you know that was it. He identified as a Smurf, and he
What do you mean he identified as a Smurf?
he identifies as a Smurf. So he's got a blue hair. His face was blue.
Is this a regular thing, or is just the one time you saw him?
What the kids say he does it, and I've seen him twice to date.
So it's an attention-seeking kid with nothing better to do. His parents let him get away with absolute murder rather than try and make him a productive member of society.
I've never heard of anything. So what about the cat thing?
Apparently, so according to my kid, whether they made it up, I don't know, because I know it is in America as well. But they said no.
I know what Dad will believe next.
Well, no,
Yeah,
because
praise, Dad.
How far can we push Dad?
well, they might be. Cause we said
He
about
might
it.
say this on his podcast.
We said about it. He said, no, it's American twaddle. And they went, no, it's in our school. I was like, oh, okay. You can't prove. I can't prove. I can't unprove. I'm not going to go in there.
It's a very strange thing.
Piss in a cat litter.
But schools
I
are too
don't-
afraid to say anything about it these days anyway.
But I know there are
make it for
unisex toilets.
Let me make one for you. See if I can still do it.
Did you shit in
You
there?
did just
No,
shit.
no.
Let me
You
make
did.
it rolly.
I'll make it on a thing.
I want to make you one. See if I can still do it.
I'll let you. I'll roll one and I'll let you try and roll one up.
I could have done it by now.
Yeah, I know, but I like to be meticulous.
I haven't smoked for 11 years. I just want to see if I can still make them.
I've smoked for nearly 25 years, but that's because I'm an evil white.
But he's again, straw man. He smoked 25 years in the last fucking 6 months.
No, I've cut down. I've cut down. I'm on about.
So to be fair, these episodes are about 45 minutes long, and you don't normally go that long.
No, I'm doing well. About 1 an hour. Yeah, I'm doing all right. 1 hour so over the course of a day. Taking away sleep time. About 18.
But I identify as a smoker, you see.
Okay. And
That's why I
I
wanna
have no
make it
issue
wrong.
with that. No issue with that. Doesn't
Oh,
bother
dear.
me.
I don't think we've managed to sell anything here. Same with the moon landing stuff.
Moon landing happened. There's a cock and there's a vagina, and that's it. Thank you for watching. Good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what?
There's a whole can of women have a penis thing.
No.
You were going to ask that, weren't you?
Yeah, they can't have a penis.
Right.
It's moronic. to
I mean, they
suggest
can,
otherwise.
but
No, you can't. Women cannot have a
they can.
penis.
A female can't have a penis, but a woman can.
Oh,
You still can't roll without a fucking machine.
no.
So who are you to...
It's technology. Evolving. Machines help things.
That's something we should do an episode on. AI.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I'll give you that because that's quite a big
I'll have
thing.
to look into it a bit, because
It's quite scary, actually.
it is.
A lot of people be out of work.
Bertie's
Yeah.
now rolling a fag
And that's something...
for the people watching.
Yeah.
a cigarette
Or even
for our
listening.
American audience.
Don't worry, though, Becky. He's only had 2 today, so we'll make sure he's not...
Do you think Americans will watch this?
I know a guy in Broughton that's American.
That's sport fucking American.
No, but he's American.
Oh, is he?
But he lives in Broughton. He might watch it because he listens to my country show.
What is he? Is he white?
Yes.
Is he married?
Yes.
Left or right is what you're looking at next question, yeah?
Is he left or right?
I don't know.
Handed.
Handed? I don't know. Not bad, is it, for a guy that hasn't smoked for over 11 years?
Yeah, that's nice, isn't it?
And it's made him very healthy.
There you go.
Look how many biscuits he's currently got in front of him rather than having a fag.
Yeah. But you'll notice I've still got mine in front of me. Not all fucking scoffed down.
Yeah, I've got mine as well.
Yeah.
Are they like extra 2 you got?
No, they are the same
By
two.
the same guy that's shitting his pants.
So next week, what were we talking about next week?
Next episode.
Yeah, I know, but that'll be next week it goes out, won't it?
We don't know yet.
Alright, so thank you and good night.
No,
We are talking about...
we can tell them.
We did have a list.
We did.
We can detail them. Didn't
No, I said we can tell them.
we? Alright, tell them what?
What's coming next?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Religion.
Oh god.
Oh, yeah.
Or we could do something. Music and entertainment.
Religion, not real, load of shit. People are crazy.
Right.
Well, they're getting shorter, ladies and
Let's
gentlemen.
go.
aren't they? Thank you very much.
Thank you, people.
Thank you for listening and
And
watching.
yeah.
Make sure you're subscribing because we want to start earning out of this. At least something to make it worth us doing it. Otherwise, if you don't pay, we'll go away.
Oh fuck me! That might be the. I can't even say it.
Right, thank you, guys.
Yep. Bye.
Oh.
That was shit.
Bald Statement starred Rob Lewis, Gary Redfern, and Will Atkins. Recorded at Rob Lewis Music Services Studio in Ipswich, UK. This fantastic theme tune is Rumble by Mojo, edited and produced by Rob Lewis. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and listen again.